Welcome to TEACUP Recaps. In this movie, we'll meet Arif and Siku, a diligent and loving couple who run a modest carpet shop in the heart of Istanbul. Their peaceful life takes a sudden turn when Arif's old friend Logar drops by the shop with his assistant, claiming to have discovered something unbelievable nearby. Intrigued, Arif follows them to the mysterious location, only to be betrayed. Logar ambushes Arif, ties him up, and reveals his true plan, to steal Siku from him, but that's not all. Logar has uncovered a real-time machine, and, using advanced technology, he transforms himself into Arif's identical lookalike. When the real Arif resists, Logar's assistant activates the time machine and blasts him back in time. 1 million years to be exact. Lost in the Cretaceous period with dinosaurs roaming freely, Arif stumbles through the prehistoric landscape in disbelief. Soon he encounters a primitive group of apes, still in their earliest stages of evolution. With no better options, he decides to live among them, attempting to educate them and trigger early human development. Months pass, and as winter hits, Arif realizes the severity of his situation when his urine instantly freezes midair. Proof of brutal temperatures. Desperate and frustrated by the apes' inability to evolve, he ventures off alone to find signs of civilization. During his journey, Arif encounters a terrifying T-Rex. Initially panicked, he quickly discerns that the dinosaur is simply a protective mother guarding her eggs. Respectfully backing off, Arif earns the T-Rex's goodwill and receives a honeycomb as a gift. But trouble isn't far. He's soon attacked by a massive bee, stung, and loses consciousness. When Arif wakes, he finds himself surrounded by a tribe of cavemen in a dark cave, chanting in fear. Luckily, he speaks their language and convinces their leader, Dimi, that he's a traveler from the future and means no harm. Just as things start to settle, panic sets in. The Arogans, a fierce rival tribe led by the brutal Karga, arrive to seize resources and take 3 strong men for a mysterious ritual. Arif, unfortunately, is selected. Despite resisting, he's tranquilized and taken to the Arogans' village. On the way, one of Karga's men, Tasso, falls from his horse and breaks his arm. While the tribe assumes he's dead, Arif intervenes, treating the injury with a makeshift cast. Grateful, Tasso becomes Arif's ally. Upon arrival, Arif learns that the village is ruled by Kalia, Karga's nephew and Tasso's father. Kalia reveals a traumatic past. Years ago, aliens gifted his father, Kumo, a ball before accidentally incinerating him during liftoff. Haunted by the event, Kalia forbids new ideas and technology. He's even built a massive tower hoping someone can bring Kumo back from the heavens. Every attempt so far has failed, until Arif volunteers to climb it himself. Amazingly, Arif reaches the top and encounters a strange man he believes is Kumo. But when he accidentally scares the man into falling, Kalia is devastated. Still, he forgives Arif, who is hailed as a hero for surviving the deadly climb. Later, Arif discovers that Tasso harbors a secret crush on a girl from Dimi's village named Mimi. Reminded of his love for Siku, Arif convinces Tasso to help him steal tools from Kalia's forbidden cave so he can build a way home. The two sneak in but are caught and dragged before Kalia. Enraged, Kalia disowns Tasso. Heartbroken, Tasso leaves with Arif. The next day, the duo meets Mimi and her friends bathing in a river. Initially, Mimi is dismissive of Tasso, but when she sees a tattoo of her on his back, hand-drawn by him, she's moved. They all return to Dimi's village, where Arif reveals a bold plan: use the stolen tools to spark civilization. Dimi and his people eagerly join the mission. With everyone's help, Arif introduces advanced inventions, drastically accelerating evolution. The villagers now enjoy modern comforts like cooking stoves, schools, and tools. Arif is named minister, but he's still unsatisfied. Intelligence hasn't improved. Meanwhile, Kalia discovers the theft and sends Karga to attack the village. Karga demands the tools, but Arif mocks him in front of everyone. Humiliated, Karga swears revenge. Later, Arif takes the villagers on a picnic, but upon returning, they find the village looted by the Arogans. Tired of conflict, Arif proposes a football match, 6 players on each side. If Arif's team wins, Kalia returns everything. If not, Arif will build Kalia a tower to the heavens. Kalia accepts without hesitation, as football is sacred in his tribe. Tied to memories of his father and the alien ball, he picks his best warriors. Arif scrambles to find players. None know the sport, but Dimi steps up as goalkeeper. Tasso and Arif lead the attack, and villagers join in. Training begins, with Mimi and the women stitching jerseys. Despite early struggles, the team improves. Game day arrives, and Kalia's team dominates, leading 4-1 by halftime. Desperate, Arif reveals he's actually an alien who's been hiding his powers to avoid harming others. Encouraged by the villagers, he decides to unleash his full potential. In the second half, Arif dazzles with supernatural skills, leading a comeback. They tie the game 4-4. A penalty is awarded to the Arrogants, but Dimi saves it, injuring himself in the process. Just then, the once-retired Kuhara volunteers to step in as goalkeeper. He performs spectacularly, keeping the opponents at bay with seconds left. Arif scores the final goal, securing victory. Kalia honors the deal and declares peace. Yet, despite the triumph, Arif feels incomplete. Fearing that Logar may have already harmed Siku. Before he departs, he gifts his watch to Tasso and his engagement ring to Mimi. Suddenly, a flash of light appears, and Siku materializes before them. Overjoyed, Arif embraces her. She explains how, after his disappearance, she researched a million-year-old ring and watch found in a cave. Realizing they were his, she confronted the imposter Logar, got him to confess, and used the time machine to find Arif. Reunited at last, the couple bids farewell to their primitive friends and returns to their timeline. But justice still awaits. Once home, they send Logar back to the Stone Age. At first, the villagers mistake him for Arif, but his rude behavior exposes him. To make matters worse, Kalia and the others discover that it was Logar's spaceship that had killed Kalia's father years ago. In a fitting end, Logar is consumed by a T-Rex as the villagers close in on him, marking his demise. The story ends with a reminder to subscribe and turn on notifications.